Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network live from Zach Seeley Field, where tonight we have Wednesday night football. Listen, I can get used to this. Monday night football, Thursday night football, Saturday night football, Saturday all day. I can get used to doing football all day long, 24/7, and I'll tell you what. We have two great matchups for you tonight between the Satellite Beach Scorpions and the Merritt Island Mustangs. This is the 10U game. We'd like to thank our sponsor, First Wave Financial. Thank you for sponsoring the broadcast and making it possible for Brevard Sports Network to come out to Zach Seeley Field and give these kids the platform to show you, Brevard County, what they can do. Merritt Island will start off the ball first and 10 from the 35-yard line. I apologize, I do not have a roster for Merritt Island. I only have the roster for Satellite Beach. Quarterback under center, it looks like an offset eye. One back with a wing back in the backfield, actually. Quarterback's going to hand off to the running back. Running back's waiting for something to develop. Will pick up a couple yards on the play, and he'll be brought down. First on the scene was number 15. I apologize, the rosters are in alphabetical order, not numerical. For Merritt Island, no, but for you guys, yes. And that'll bring up second down. Let's say he got 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8 for the Mustangs. They come out in the gun. Number 15 goes in motion. Ball's fumbled, and it looks like Satellite Beach may have jumped on top of it. Mustangs come up with the football. It will be third down, and they picked up a yard on the fumble. So, okay, check that. The yard marker moved backwards. So they lost the yard on the fumble. 3rd and 9 for the Mustangs. First one there was Landry Hart, was in at the bottom of that pile. Mustangs out in the gun. Running back sidecar right. Again, man in motion. Ball is snapped, and quarterback's going to follow his blockers. But that Scorpion defense said, I don't think so. Make sure I get the correct number here. Number 19 on the tackle. Landon Carney. And Carney comes up with the big tackle for loss. And it's 4th and 13 for the Mustangs. Quarterback getting out of the gun. Sends the receiver motion, gives it off on the jet sweep, and the Mustangs stayed home and said, not so fast, my friend. Number 19 again, Mr. Kearney said, I can make those tackles too. Jet sweep or handoff to the running back, it doesn't matter. He gets brought down. That's a turnover on downs, and the Satellite Beach Scorpions will take over 1st and 10. About the 25-yard line. And here comes that Scorpion offense. Looks like Landry Hart is the quarterback. Hart under center. And that's a false start on everybody but the center. So that'll back him up 5 yards. I just knew if I step back, I'd end up taking everything with it. Hart that's a big bunch formation, and Hart cuts inside. Hart found some daylight, cutting back through the defense, and a shoestring tackle by the linebacker. I mean, Aiden Hart. Check that, Landry Hart making moves left and right, cutting in and out of that defense as if he was a knife through butter. 6:15 left to go here in quarter number 1, right here on the Brevard Sports Network. I mean, this is a typical formation you're used to seeing out of like a Treasure Coast. Treasure Coast youth use a lot of these same formations all the time. Handoff there was to number 23, Alexander Laura. And he'll pick up a couple of yards. And that is enough for a Satellite Beach Scorpion first down. Now, where they have the first down marker, they can get a first down here before they score a touchdown. Before they score a touchdown, they would have to get to the 8-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line as they are inside the First Wave Financial red zone. And there's Laura again. Laura dishing out one stiff arm, fighting his way forward. Gain of about 6 or 7 on the play, making it 2nd and 3. Great job by those linemen opening up holes, and great job by both Hart and Laura to hit the holes when they are available and just make their moves. So we can get it closer for you guys. Hart under center. Hart's going to hand off there. Number 11. Number 11 finds himself a big hole into the end zone. Touchdown, Satellite Beach. Number 11, Brady Braddock. And Braddock with the touchdown for the Scorpions to draw first blood. 4 minutes and 24 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1, with the Scorps up 6-0 pending the extra point. Now, if you're new to youth football, it's run for 1, kick for 2. Hart gives off to Braddock, and he will get in. So with 4:24 left to go here in quarter number 1, your score: Scorpions 7, Mustangs with work to do, with the Mustangs getting their second possession. And look, that's a tribute to the great defense shown earlier. The great defense set up the offense with short field, and then Hart, Laura, and Braddock did an excellent job taking care of the football, matriculating it down the field for the score. The touchdown brought to you by First Wave Financial. For all your financial needs, hit up First Wave Financial. Need to know what you do with your money? Go to First Wave Financial. I trust them with my money. I would if I had money. Braddock They're the outside linebacker for that Hawks defense, followed by number 15. I'm going to find number 15's name. But the Mustangs come out 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line for their second possession. Again, I apologize. I do not have a roster for Merritt Island, so I can only call numbers. There's a handoff to the back, and he runs right into that pile of Scorpions and Mustangs, gets maybe a yard on the play. Nope, they'll say he was just stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No. Gained a yard. 2nd and 9. And we're going to have our first water break of the game. Officials timeout. While they take a timeout, I'm also going to get a drink. We'll be right back right here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, they're back from the short water break. And the Mustangs come out in the gun. Receiver in motion. That one off the rear end of the center. And that'll be a loss of about 2 yards, so it should bring up 3rd and 11. I'm going to say he got back just the line of scrimmage, so 3rd and 9 for the Mustangs here. Receiver coming in motion. There's the snap. And there's the toss. And the Scorpions were not fooled. Landry Hart on the tackle. And it was now 4th and 8. They picked up a 1-yard gain on the toss. Did the Mustangs with just over 2.5 minutes left to go here in quarter number 1. Here in the 10U game, following the 10U game, we will have the 14U game. Quarterback out of the gun. Steps back, fires, and it's intercepted! Number 19! Number 19 there with the interception. Landrin, Kearney, and Kearney with the interception to give his offense yet again another short field with 2 minutes left to go here in quarter number 1. And so here comes Hart. Hart with the toss out to number 23, and that's a fumble on the play. Yes, I am. Mixer works fine and great. And that's going to be a loss of about 4 yards on the play. It will be 2nd down and about 14. Fortunately, Hart and his running back, Alexander Laura, were not on the same page. 4 yards may have been picked up might be short of the original line of scrimmage. You too, buddy. Have a great call. Vieira and Rockledge volleyball coming up also here on the Brevard Sports Network. Alan Slaughter-Zinski with the call live from Vieira. So we got it all. We got you some volleyball. We got some youth football. I don't care what else is going on. Brevard Sports Network is where you need to be. The three-back bunch formation. And that's a direct snap to Hart, and Hart will pick up a couple yards on the play. And it is now 4th and 9. And that will be the final play of the first quarter with your score, Scorpions 7, Mustangs 0. I'm going to take a quick break. And this game, again, brought to you by our great partners, First Wave Financial. Thank you to them for sponsoring both broadcasts here, the 10U and the 14U, right here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, folks, welcome back. So we flip sides of the field here. Scorpions have the ball, 4th and 9. Up 7-0 over the Mustangs. They are on the 42, it looks like. There's the pass, and unfortunately, Alexander Laura could not secure the football. If he did, he had a blocker and run room and lots of green space. That's a turnover on downs. Merritt Island will take over 1st and 10 from about the 42-yard line. Check that, 37. Folks, I promise I can count. Got the wonderful family from Guam tuning in. The Floreses from Guam. Always love seeing them pop up on the stream. 10U Scorpions up 7-0. And timeout called by the Mustangs as coach didn't like something. And so they're going to come out and talk about this and see what they can dial up. Last two drives by the Mustangs resulted in turnover on downs, and an interception was by number 19. Landon Kearney. So if you're the Mustangs, you just want to get something going. Something moving in the positive direction. Pick up, the first things first, pick up that first down. Get 10 yards. And see if you can just get a drive and sustain something here. Mustangs come out in a bunch formation of their own. Quarterback getting everyone in line. That's a direct snap to the back. In the back, he's found some running room. And that'll be close depending on where they spot him. They're going to spot him just short. It should be 2nd and 1 for the Mustangs. Got to try something, and you know what? The direct snap to the back and just said, hey, pick a hole and see where you can get with it. And that's what it is. They're just Hart trying to get in the backfield. There's a first down picked up, and then more. Big run there by the back. And that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Mustangs as they are into Scorpion territory for the first time tonight. First and 10 from about the 45 or 44 yard line. And that time, number 15, great job by number 15, shooting into the backfield. There he is, Aiden Flores. Aiden Flores shot into the backfield, and he did his job. He held the back and allowed the rest of his team to come in and clean up on the hits. Great job there by Aiden Flores. And look, if you know anything about any of the Floreses, they've got speed and they are athletes. Going to see the other one in the next game, Noah Flores. And here comes the back trying to get outside. Slips a tackle from Flores. Finally brought down by a gang of Seahawks. See, I told you I'd find the name of number 15. It just took a moment. Probably also could have taken the hint. Every time I mentioned number 15, the Flores family started cheering, so probably could have taken that hint. Sorry about that, folks. And there's a fumble, and there are 2 Mustangs and a Seahawk at the bottom of that pile. Mustangs come up with the recovery. And that'll bring up now 4th and 12 for the Mustangs. So they pick up a first down. Some progress there. 4th and 12 from the 46. Just over 6 minutes left. And that's Scorpion defense making things happen. Said you got one first down. That's all you're getting. That tackle and charge led by number 19, Landon Kearney, who led the charge on that stop in the backfield. Turnover on down. Scorpions take over at about the 47, 48 yard line. Just outside of enemy territory. Seven to nothing. Scorpions on top, courtesy of a Braddock touchdown. Back goes in motion, gives it to the up back. The up back, there's number 6. He's got some room. Finally brought down, but not before he picks up a nice gain of about 14 yards on the play. Number 6. Jack McLaughlin. Jack McLaughlin. Say it correct, Caleb. Jeez. Get the kid's name right. Hart, hands off to McLaughlin. And McLaughlin might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Coming up on 4.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. And there's the handoff. And once again, that Merritt Island front tightening up. It'll bring up third down. And a timeout called by the Scorpions, as the coaches would like to have a discussion about this one. 3rd and 11 here. Again, I'd like to thank our sponsor tonight, First Wave Financial. Want to know who to trust with your money? Trust First Wave Financial. 7-0, Scorpions on top with 4:23 left to go here in the first half of 10U action. Coming up at halftime, if I don't see cheerleaders, but if the cheerleaders perform, you'll be able to watch them. Due to the wind, I don't think you'll be able to hear them, but you'll at least be able to see them do their cheers. If they don't, then you'll get a great view of this beautiful field here at Zach Seeley Field. 7-0, Scorpions on top. And this is the first time we're seeing this formation. Sending 3 receivers out here. And Hart, it was a decoy. Landry Hart bounces off a tackle down the sideline. Touchdown, Satellite Beach. Landry Hart on the touchdown. They got Merritt Island thinking. They sent a bunch of receivers. They sent 4 receivers near side. And so I think everyone was kind of leaning that way. And then Landry Hart said, haha, I have that sideline because there's nobody there and I got the speed to beat everybody. Great job by Landry Hart. And it's 13-0, 10U Scorpions. Aw. Nice run, Hart, Caleb. That's freshman. Okay. Thank you, Coach Franco. Appreciate it. It was a false start, so they'll back them up and they go back into that bunch formation. And there's number 11 on the carry. And he will be stopped short. Brady Braddock will be stopped. So with 4:12 left to go here in half number 1, your score, Scorpions 13, Mustangs 0. The Mustangs picked up a first down for the first time on their last drive. And then after they got the first down, the snapping woes reared its ugly head. So can the Mustangs sustain a drive and at least get something more positive here before halftime? First and 10 from the 35. Timeout called by the Mustangs. And I believe that is their third and final one of the half. I'd like to thank First Wave Financial for sponsoring both broadcasts here, the 10U and the 14U. Again, coming up at halftime, the cheerleaders do their cheers. You will be able to watch them. And if they don't do their cheers, then you can take the beautiful look at Zach Sealy Field. Beautiful night for football. It's not hot. It has a semblance of a Florida fall. Quarterback taken down after maybe getting a yard. Shot out of a cannon was number 9 on that play. Chance Stevens. What was that? But there was a face mask called, and it was of the 15-yard variety. So that will extend the drive here. 3:48 left to go here in the half. I'd like to thank Macy Sinclair for tuning into the broadcast. Quarterback trying to take it on his own, and he was stopped in his tracks as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, then cleaned up by the rest of the defense. Again, Chance Stevens, first one to make contact on the play. Back calls for it. He found a small hole, but eventually wrapped up there. First one on the scene was number 23, Alexander Laura. And Laura wrapped himself around the young man's ankle, and again, just it's swarm football by the Seahawks defense. Someone gets there first and either makes the play or they're holding them up, and as they're holding them up, the rest of the defense is swarming to that football to clean up on the play. It's exactly how you coach it. You can't bring him down by yourself, hold him, and allow your teammates to get there. Number 7, trying to find a hole in that offensive line. Unfortunately, only able to get a couple yards. It is now 4th down for the Mustangs. 4th and 8. Ball at about the 48-yard line. 1:48 left to go here in quarter number 2. Clock remains ticking. Chance Stevens checking back into the game. There is the D tackle. Number 15 with the pass, and it's caught by number 7. Number 7 down the sideline, pushed out of bounds. And a bit of life from the offense, number 15 through to number 7. .109 left to go, and again, I believe he was shoved out of bounds. So that's a clock stop. I don't think Merritt Island has any timeouts. If they do, they have 1. But I know for sure they've used 2 earlier in the half. Quarterback back in the gun. Sends a man in motion. And here comes the jet sweep. And there's a bit of room, but chopped down again. By Hart. And it's now 2nd and 11 for the Mustangs. 40 seconds left in the half. And number 2, the first one to make contact for the sack. And it's not only is it a sack, it's a strip sack. Recovered the fumble there by number 2, Anderson Fallis. And with 30 seconds left, the Scorpions have another opportunity to put more points on the board before half. 30 seconds left. 1st and 10 directly on the 50. Timeout called by Satellite Beach. So they're going to talk about this one, and I think they might go back to what the original 2-point play was going, or the original point after touchdown was going to be, where they're going to line up with 3 receivers in front near side with a receiver trailing them. And it looks like it's going to be a screen pass. They attempted it on the point after touchdown, but got called for the false start. But out of that formation, Hart scored that touchdown. So it'll be interesting to see the play call here. And as per usual, I'm wrong. And there's Flores. Flores taking off. And he is brought down with 22 seconds left. After a gain of about 3 yards on the play. Second and 8 from the 48-yard line. 22 seconds left to go here in half number 1. One deep back, and here he comes. Wow, what a tackle. Number 24 for Merritt Island just shot out of a cannon. And that's a touchdown-saving tackle, because if he gets outside, that young man has the speed to burn everybody. It's a big loss, and that will be the final play of the first half with your score. Scorpions 13, Mustangs 0. And we will see you back here in about 10 minutes. Check that. We'll see you in about 5 minutes for second half action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, folks, welcome back to Zach Sealy Field. Satellite Beach will start off with possession here to start the second half as they are up 13-0 over the Mustangs. Courtesy of touchdowns provided by Brady Braddock and Mr. Hart. So Hart and Braddock with the 2 touchdowns for the Scorpions. And now they'll take over 1st and 10 from the 35 here to start quarter number 3. Hart directing traffic under center. And check that. That was Flores. And Flores will get hit in the backfield. A loss of about 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 15. From about the 30-yard line. Under center. There's the handoff up the middle, and that Merritt Island defense said not today, as number 30, the first in on the tackle. Followed up there with number 16 for Merritt Island. Be another loss of 2. 3rd and 17 from the 28-yard line. Coming up on just over 8.5 minutes left to go here in quarter number 3. And there's Flores. Flores trying to get outside. Flores down the sideline, makes a couple guys miss and pick up about 2-3 yards on the play. Bring up 4th down and 14 or 15. So 4th and long here for the Scorpions. And we will see a punt, and that punt caught by multiple players. First touch by Merritt Island. Merritt Island will take possession with a short field here. Maybe a 2-yard punt. That was almost disastrous there for Merritt Island. But they get short field. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Cindy Henning, that's exactly the way to do it. Have the kids on the big TV. Eight minutes left to go here in quarter number 3. As the Mustangs start with their best field position. And ball's on the ground. Mr. Stevens was in there and nearly just ripped. In the midst of the handoff, Stevens almost ripped the ball out mid-handoff. Unfortunately, couldn't secure it. Mustangs will lose 2 on the play. 2nd and 12 from the 33. No, the game is not live on YouTube, unfortunately, but it will be uploaded to YouTube later on tonight. Both the 10 and 14U games will be uploaded on YouTube later on tonight after both games. Quarterback with 3 backs in the backfield. There's a toss, and he falls on the football. They were not on the same page there. Number 7 in there to recover the fumble. That'll be a loss of about 2 or 3 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 14 for the Mustangs. Six and a half minutes left to go here in quarter number 3. There's a snap. And a little miscommunication, broken play, and number 24 for the Hawks was in on that one. Caden Alsbrooks. So Alsbrooks first there on the tackle, and it will bring down 4th and 17 for the Mustangs. Well, Miss Herring, we're happy to be able to bring this broadcast to you. And ball's on the ground, and it picked up. Go, big man, go! Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Had a nice gain. Unfortunately, it will be a turnover on downs, but great thinking there by number 83, who was dragging Scorpions with him as he fought for every yard he could. Look, I played a couple years of football. Was an offensive lineman. So whenever I get a chance, you get a chance to see the big guys, linemen, get their hands on the ball, naturally you just start cheering because, darn it, that's a dream you have as a lineman that very rarely ever comes to fruition. .5:32 left to go here in quarter number 3. Scorpions up 13-0. Coming up next, the 14U game between the Mustangs and the Scorpions. First and 10 from the 30. Hart's going to hand it off there to number 2. Number 2 outside, one man to beat. No, the game will not be live on YouTube. However, I will upload the games to YouTube after both games. That was a nice gain of 8 yards. It's 2nd and about 2. Check that 1 as they adjusted the yard marker. Fumbled snap. And the Scorpions will retain possession. 3rd and 1 from about the Check that. Move it back. 3rd and 2 from about the 38-yard line. Direct snap, and great job there by the young man to shoot the gap. And it's now 4th and 1, back to the 39-yard line. 4:16 left to go here in quarter number 3. Scorpions up 13-0. And there's Flores. Flores taking to the outside. Makes a man miss. Pushes off 2 defenders. Slipping through and picks up a first down and then some. Aiden Flores initially faked the inside, shot outside. And there are 2 injured Mustangs on the play. Brevard Sports Network policy, we do not show injuries. But Flores, though, came around near side, stiff-armed one young man. With that stiff arm, he stiff-armed one defender into the other and then ran over a third defender before being brought down. And the young man is back up, walking off under his own power. So Flores keeps the drive alive. Just under 4 minutes left to go here in quarter number 3. Flores is going to hand off there to number 2, and he will be brought down. Great tackle there by number 3 of the Merritt Island Mustangs. On the carry there was Anderson Fallis. Lost 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 12 from the 48. Flores fires, and it's caught. What a pass for about 7 yards on the play, and they say he did not complete the catch. So Aiden Flores. With a great pass. The receiver's just got to do everything he can to bring that one in. 3rd and 12 from the 48-yard line. Fumbled snap. And issues we were not seeing. We were not seeing these issues happen in the first half, so one must wonder what adjustment the coaches will make here in between the next possession. That'll bring up now 4th and 14 from the 50. And that's going to be a false start penalty. Probably a good thing for Flores because he was about to be sandwiched amongst 3 Mustangs. They're going to call offsides. Offsides against the Mustangs. And now you go from 4th and long to 4th and 8. which is much more manageable than 4th and 14. 4th and 8 from the 44-yard line. And there's another free 5 yards. Now you go from, so now you started with 4th and 14. Now you're going to get it 4th and 3. On the 40. Or 39. Minute and a half left to go here in the third quarter. Flores, hands off. And depending on where they spot him, I think he's short. Handed off the ball to number 2. Anderson Fallis. And he will be stopped, so the Merritt Island defense comes up with another stop after giving up 10 yards of field position on back-to-back offsides penalties. Now, can their offense capitalize here? 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Minute 15 seconds left to go here in quarter number 3. And there's the handoff. Number 7 finds some daylight. And that's a fumble. Or they're going to say he was down. Looks like they're going to call him down. Nice pickup of about 8 yards on the play. So 2nd and 2 from about the 46-yard line. Can the Mustangs put anything together here? Can they get a complete drive? Hands it off to number 7. Number 7 caught in the backfield. There by number 19 in on the tackle. Landon Kearney. And that will be the final play of the third quarter with your score. Scorpions 13, Mustangs 0. I'll be back in a couple minutes with the start of quarter number 4. All right, here we go. 3rd and 2 to start the fourth quarter on the 46-yard line. Quarterback under center. 2 backs in the backfield, I formation. Gives it to the deep back, and the deep back was patient, finds a hole, and he'll have himself a Merritt Island first down and then some. Needed 2, picked up 10. And what a shot of energy he was. First and 10 from the 40-yard line. Hands to the up back, and it was nearly taken. Number 87 shot into the backfield and nearly had himself one. Noah Miniano. He nearly had himself a fumble because he was right there at the mesh point. Great job by the back from Merritt Island to keep that one from turning into a disastrous play. Second and 10 from the 40-yard line. There's a snap. And it's going to be a jet sweep. Makes a man miss. And finally brought down by Aiden Flores. That there by number 7. You're good. Eight minutes left to go here in the game. Merritt Island picks up a nice gain of about 6 yards on the play. 3rd and 4 from the 34-yard line. And who moved first? Offsides on Satellite Beach, and that'll be enough for a Merritt Island first down. So their drive, they're staying alive. Look, Merritt Island helped Satellite Beach out with a couple penalties. Satellite Beach returning the favor. And that time, there was just mass confusion on the play. The first one on the tackle was number 11, Brady Braddock. The first of many Seahawks to get to that mesh point. Loss of 2 yards on the play. So 2nd and 12 from the 30-yard line. 7 minutes left in the game. On a beautiful night for football. Coming up after this game, we'll get set up for the 14U game. 14U action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Aiden was just pacing over there on the end there. And I think he might have caught himself in offsides. Fumble and recovered by Satellite Beach, so that Satellite Beach defense comes up with its 2nd turnover of the night. I don't know who recovered the fumble, but 2nd turnover, 2nd forced turnover by this defense. And now we're going to see them do what they did that whole 3rd quarter. You're going to see this offense just milk the clock. Now, they were aided by 2 offsides penalties, which helped milk more clock, but and there's the handoff. Great tackle there by that young man. Number 24 for Merritt Island with a solo tackle and a loss of about 4 yards on the play. Second and 13 from the 27-yard line. And here they go to that formation. It was this formation that Hart scored on the touchdown run. And there's the pass. Caught by number 23, number 23. Trying to find some yards. Gets a bit of daylight. Gain of about 7 on the play. Third and 5 from the 35-yard line. And there's the handoff. Number 23's, he's got some room, cuts inside. Juking and jiving. And tackled by the helmet. I am shocked there was not a flag there. And a timeout call. That'll be a first down pickup. Number 23 there on the carry. Alexander Laura. Four minutes and 47 seconds left to go here in the game. Coming up after this game, we'll get set up for 14U action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Live from Zach Seeley Field. I'd like to thank our sponsor, First Wave Financial. And here they go. They're coming with that formation. They got numbers. They had the numbers. I don't know why they're. And Hart's going to take it just like he did for his touchdown run. And he'll pick up a nice gain. Landry Hart. Second and 3 from the 43-yard line. Aiden Flores sends a man in motion. Flores gives it off to number 6. Number 6 gets maybe a yard on the play. Thank you for the kind words. Greatly appreciated. These athletes are the ones making the plays. They're the one providing me. All I'm doing is just telling y'all what I see. Number 6 on the carry. Jack McLaughlin. Third and 3 from the 43-yard line. 3 minutes left to go here in the game. Scorps up 13-0. And there's Hart. Landry Hart fighting for those 3 yards, and he's got a first down. First and 10 from the 38-yard line. Timeout called by Satellite Beach. Stopping the clock with 2:41 left to go here in the game. While they take a timeout, I'm going to take a timeout, grab myself a quick drink. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. 2:41. We are back on the field, ready. Fumble on the play. There is a pile. Who's coming out from the pile with the ball? Fumbled snap, and it looks like it will remain second down. 2nd and 10 from the 38-yard line. As the clock just continues to run, 2 minutes left in the game. Hart rolling out. Hart fires, and it's caught! And a touchdown-saving tackle. Great reception by number 23. Alexander Laura on the reception. And a great pass, too, thrown by Hart. Landry Hart. Beautiful rollout and a beautiful. It almost reminded me of that play Auburn had against Georgia, I believe in 2019. Check that 2017, but the miracle at Jordan Hare. Great play there by the defense, getting to the ball carrier. They are inside. They're just outside the First Wave Financial scoreboard, or red zone, on the 26-yard line, where it will be 2nd and 10. Timeout called. 1:11 left, and the Scorpions are trying to put another score on the board before this game ends right here. That's why they're calling the timeout. They're setting something up. Check that. They are inside the First Wave Financial red zone. So 2nd and 14 from the 20-yard line. Setting something up. And here they go. They're going to send him out wide. Hart overthrows his receiver. And they're going to say that was a backwards pass. Picks it up. Laura. And somehow he still picked up a couple yards on that play. What could have been disastrous turned out to be not so bad. 3rd and 12 from the 18. 40 seconds left. Hart gives it to Laura. Laura cuts back. Laura trying to get to the sideline, cuts inside, makes a man miss, but finally finished up by the defense, and 27 seconds left. So it's now fourth and 9 from the 15-yard line. And I think someone called a timeout. Don't know who. I think Satellite Beach called the timeout here. All right, so now all right, so that'll be their final timeout. "27 seconds, fourth and 9 from the 15. "27 seconds left in the game. Flores under center. Check that Hart. Landry Hart rolls out. Shot to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown! Satellite Beach. Landry Hart to Adrian Flores in the corner of the end zone. What a play. And it looks like Satellite Beach is going to attempt to kick for 2 here, as they're searching frivolously on the sideline, looking for the kicking tee. Coaches are going crazy looking for it. They found it. They said, why not? On to kick the 2-point kick. Number 4. Hank Olivia the 4th. The snap. And it's good. So on the see. Okay, so I thought at 10U you couldn't rush. I didn't think at 10U you could rush the kick. So Hart picks it up. So coaches are looking for an explanation because they're wondering what's going on. I think they were hoping to try to get it. They were hoping to try to get an attempt to practice the kick. I haven't seen a kick attempt at the 10U level be able to be rushed. But that's just me. I also could be forgetting something too. Very well could be the case. But nonetheless, they pick up the score. It's 20-0 with 17 seconds left on a beautiful touchdown pass. Landry Hart to Aiden Flores. I mean, that was a fantastic pass. And Merritt Island for pride here. And that ball's going to be caught. There's a first down and then some. And that will be the final play of the game. So the Satellite Beach Scorpions here in the 10U division take a 20-0 lead, or 20-0 victory over the Merritt Island Mustang. Thank you for the kind words. Folks, don't go anywhere because I'm just going to shut down the stream and we will start 14U. "14U coming up next between the Scorpions and the Mustangs. See you in about 10 minutes.